In this quick start tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can utilize audience response cards as a ring-in device, as opposed to the default setting where the audience response cards are used as a polling device. As a ring-in device, this is designed for those who want to play the game in a more traditional television show-like format, where they're going to use the pads for that team to ring in, and then they will answer like they normally would without the pad. Let me show you how we're going to do this. I'm going to use the Billionaire game from Bravo, and this technique works in all the games in the Bravo and the Pronto suite with the noted exception of Showdown from Bravo. I'm going to choose Response Settings in the side menu. Under the Response type, I'm going to choose the audience response cards I'm going to utilize for my session. In this example, I'm going to be using Turning Technology response cards. Now, by default, this is set up as a polling device. What I want to do is make this a ring-in device. So I'm going to check the second box here where it says Use keypads as slammers. It will even tell you in parentheses, limit one response pad per team, and there is no polling, which simply means you cannot use the pad to answer your question. There are two ways you can assign the audience response cards per team. The one is you can assign the pads during the game. The second is you can uncheck this and pre-assign the pads. If you're using Turning Technologies, click on Connect to Hardware. Once connected, push on any button and it will assign that pad. The only reason I want to point this out here is that in this mode you can actually assign more than one pad per team. However, since you're using keypads as slammers, it's only going to recognize the first pad. It will ignore the rest of the pads. So you can only have one pad per team. I'm going to go ahead and select the assign pads during game and show you one other feature, and that is under Settings, you have the ability to have a ring-in timer. And it's right down here, and the default is 10 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and just change it to 12 seconds to give me a little time in the demonstration. I'm going to go ahead and launch the game. And now I'm going to go ahead and assign one pad per team. And we're ready for our first question. You notice up here my timer starts counting down from 12 seconds. You'll notice over here to the right there's a lock icon indicating that the teams cannot ring in. Once the timer expires, it'll switch then to the question timer. My lock becomes unlocked, plus other visual indicators include the yellow bouncing arrows above each of the teams showing the teams can now ring in. In this case, the red team rung in first, and they'll simply answer the question, and the instructor will go ahead and choose whatever answer they select. Well, that's it. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to contact us. Until the next time, hope you always find unique ways to make your next presentation more engaging. Take care.